Welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside my partner Sean Kobrin. And we're just about ready for the start of the match between the Montgomery College Rockville Knights and the Cecil Seahawks. So let's take a quick look at today's starting lineups. First for the Cecil Seahawks.
Michael, players to look out for: Ashley Radishevitz and Rebecca Stoffer up front for the Seahawks. And of course the setter is huge in this game. That's Blair Halleck. And the libero tonight will be Brianna Engelberth.
And now let's have a look at the starters for Montgomery College Rockville.
And same thing, Michael, with the matchups. Mary Catherine Gleason and Amy Clark up front for the Knights. And the setter tonight is going to be Pauline Roa. And the libero, Grace Kim.
And our referees for tonight's match are: our first referee is Duncan Monroe. And our second referee is Emmanuel Bruno. And those are both very experienced guys. We've seen them a lot here in the NJCAA action. So we expect a very well-called game tonight.
With such quick action on the court, got to get a lot of those calls right. The violations, whether the ball's hitting in or out. So good refereeing team always makes for a good game too.
Well, they know what they're doing. I've seen them here many, many times. And as we can see, both teams are out. Well, actually, Rockville now is out on the court. They have a very organized way of warming both teams up so that they don't share the court basically at the same time.
Yeah, almost like baseball. You can only use the full court for so much time. The team started out in the half court, stretching, doing some warm-ups, and then they rotated, being able to use the full court with each other.
So there we see Cecil there in the green. And there is their head coach, Dennis Lindgren. He's in his second year at Cecil. Prior to coming to Cecil, he coached at Delaware Tech.
And guy of great service, 27 years in our military. So that's a guy that I certainly don't want to mess with, but also a great role model for these young women.
And he still plays beach volleyball, semi-pro beach volleyball on the East Coast. So he's still quite the athlete. Played volleyball in college. So the Cecil Seahawks, part of the Maryland JUCO system now. We're getting a look at Montgomery College Rockville. They'll be in black with the white numbers. Their coach, of course, is Amir Mafinajad. He's in his first season, and his assistant is Alan Kirkchin.
Also Amanda Cook, another assistant on the team. So recently added to the staff and is going to bring a lot of experience and help to the team.
And there's Amanda and the teams. This is a tradition with volleyball. It's a nice one. They basically wish each other well before the match starts.
Because now it's on, Michael. That's the end of the friendliness.
That is the end of the friendliness. What we're about to see here, folks, is going to be exciting. It's going to be intense. It's very fast moving. The points are going to come. The points can come in bundles, and they can come very quickly.
And Michael, for people who haven't watched volleyball in the last few years, this is a rally serve format. People who grew up playing it in gym class or in their backyards. No more side outs or anything like that. You can score a point every time your attack hits the ground on the other team's side. So it's a very fast-paced game and really changes the strategy overall of the game too. Teams that are defensively oriented can score as well because they're going to score off the serve. And teams with excellent servers, just like in the past, are going to get a chance to go on runs.
Serving, obviously very important. And now we're seeing already Labaro come in.
Yeah, Brianna Engelberth, the libero for Cecil. One of the rules of the libero, and we'll talk about this as the match goes on, she gets to replace a backline player, and then she is replaced once that backline player rotates to the front. There's a limited amount of substitutions in volleyball, and getting the libero in there to replace players gets you a defensive specialist. But technically she can't start. She replaces a player as soon as we start the game.
And Mary Catherine Gleason will be serving for the Knights, and we're off. 3 hits per side, of course. And there's a setup for a kill. And that's a...
So Gleason starting and ending the play there. Solid action on both sides to start this out.
And there she comes in for the kill.
Looks like it handcuffed Rebecca Stoffer a little bit.
There's Radishevitz. Nice dig attempt there by Ellen Marshall, but to no avail.
Radishevitz exploiting the matchup. Volleyball very much a hitting it where they ain't kind of sport. You want to get it between players. You want to try to hit it with power to a place where it's hard for them to return.
Alex serves, Roa sets, and Amy Clark gets the kill. Actually, not really a traditional kill because it was touched there. A kill is when it's not touched.
Cheney Richardson and Radishevitz on the block attempt, but enough spin on the ball for it to spin down on the ground.
Served by Kim. Halleck sets for Cheney, and she can't get it over. So Rockville quickly out in front, 3-1. We're in the first set of the match from Montgomery College, Rockville. Montgomery College Television presentation of NJCAA Women's College Volleyball. Alex sets, Radishevitz. That was a tough one. That's off Chloe J, and that'll be a point for Cecil.
And a really good set there that time, and you can see what a difference a setter makes, and that good set, setting up the offensive player for a good kill attempt.
Nice hard serve there and it falls in for a point for Cecil.
Hit there in no man's land.
Radishevitz on the serve for Cecil. Another strong one. That's off of
Maria Falcon.
Maria Falcon.
And Pauline Roa, just several games into her career as a setter, did some setting in high school, but was starting off as a defensive specialist for this team and really had to rotate into being the setter.
Yeah, we'll get more into that as we go on. There's a nice save there, but it's...
Attempt for a quick kill that time by Roa. Good decision, but a little bit of a violation.
Right. There's a set by Roa. It's a long set, and that's off of Cheney Richardson, and it's 5-4 Cecil on top.